To help your school build a video library. Thanks to the Weather Channel, cable in the classroom comes home.
Do we have to go back for lunch?
In the next half hour, Weather Center, a comprehensive national forecast. At 40 after, Weather Center continues with highway and air travel conditions. Then the weekend outlook. And at 50 after, Storm Watch. But right now, it's your local forecast on the Weather Channel.
Cable. Volunteer to help your school build a video library. Thanks to the Weather Channel, cable in the classroom comes home.
Do we have to go back for lunch?
In the next half hour, Weather Center, a comprehensive national forecast. At 40 after, Weather Center continues with highway and air travel conditions. Then the weekend outlook. And at 50 after, Storm Watch. But right now, it's your local forecast on the Weather Channel.
Than the weather, but we're running a close second. Stay informed with Weather Center all day today and every day.
In the next half hour, Weather Center, a comprehensive national forecast. At 40 after, Weather Center continues with highway and air travel conditions. Then the weekend outlook. And at 50 after, Storm Watch. But right now, it's your local forecast on the Weather Channel.
faster than the weather, but we're running a close second. Stay informed with Weather Center all day today and every day.
In the next half hour, Weather Center, a comprehensive national forecast. At 40 after, Weather Center continues with highway and air travel conditions. Then the weekend outlook. And at 50 after, Storm Watch. But right now, it's your local forecast on the Weather Channel.
Thanks for joining us today. Joel Brown and Jim Cantor with you on opening day of baseball season.
I'm so
and
pumped.
Feels like July out there in many locations. We're going to talk about record highs in just a moment.
Not just record highs, but all-time record highs for the month of March. They've never seen 90-degree temperatures in Massachusetts or New Hampshire. They got those. I won't take the rest of this. Sorry, Joel.
Enough already about
I know
that.
you're doing temps, but it's amazing. You know, being from New England, it's kind of amazing to see this, even though, you know, it is the last day of March.
That's right. Springtime, forget about it. Jump right into summer. And with that, of course, comes the thunderstorms. So you'll talk about that.
Big clash of the air masses as we head west, and we'll talk about that. But let's go ahead and start off with the national radars. We do have a pretty busy day out there to discuss the large, what we want to call deep layered cyclone here across the central U.S. And what I mean by that is if you look at this thing from above all the way down to the surface, has many layers with it, and a lot of stuff's going on in through here. But the good news is the storm right now doesn't have the punch that it had yesterday. However, that does not mean that we won't have severe weather, because we do have storms breaking out across Mississippi that are producing, or potentially can produce, I should say, damaging winds. Out west, a new cyclone getting ready to come on in. This one will be interesting by the time it hits the northeast for the weekend. Keep an eye on it. But right now, we're watching the snow mainly back through Nebraska. The heaviest snow now around Watertown and Huron, west of Minneapolis. But the snow has already caused some problems down around Sioux Falls. Let's go ahead and take you down here as we see what has been really a 6 to 12 inch slushy mess. Temperatures right around freezing in Sioux Falls, creating very slushy roads. And, you know, this time of the year, the good news is the temperatures were right around freezing, and also the sun. This is hard to believe and it's hard to fathom, but believe it or not, the sun actually does get through, and it makes for a little bit of an improvement. We look at Minneapolis, again, rain here. This is a very highly reflective area, obviously, showing up on the radar. So more than likely this could be some sleet mixed in to the south of Twin Cities. As we head west, though, we start to change on over to snow pretty quickly once we get into South Dakota. And this is very heavy snow here on Watertown and Huron, and it's going to pile up. Even though temperatures are above freezing, the rate at which the snow is coming down is heavy enough so that it will pile up. So here's our upper level cyclone. Here's our surface cold front marching east. We're banging into very warm, moist air, Bermuda high day. Look at this. You can even see the cumulus streamers across the south today. Beautiful satellite depiction earlier on. As the land, of course, gets heated, the air rises, and you start to build up these cumulus fields. Notice from western Ohio all the way down to Tennessee, a chance for some thunderstorms. And we've got a pretty active day for you. Hey, how about your rush hour in Chicago tonight? Looking a bit on the wet side. This is rain Here's the back edge of it, that there may be a few more bands of showers and thunderstorms that could roll on through. Little line of storms trying to develop just northwest of Nashville, but be concerned, Nashville, what is to the south of you, because these are where the strongest storms are now, even though we don't think these are going to really affect Nashville because they're heading off more toward Birmingham and Tuscaloosa. But some of these cells, again, with warnings as they continue to push on off toward the north and east, and of course the tail end coming through New Orleans just in time for your evening. One more radar out west from Fresno on to Sacramento, a wet ride, and coming into the basin this evening, some very heavy rain on the heels of yet another storm. And this storm ought to be interesting once it heads to the East Coast this weekend. We'll talk more about that a little bit later on. Now with the details on the phenomenal heat, here's Jill.
Okay, thanks, Jim. While chilly weather may be prompting you to bundle up in the interior west, those of you in the east are probably looking for ways to cool off. It's a bright and warm day in Beantown. Many ventured out to Boston Commons area to have some fun in the sun. Boston hit a record high for the month. The previous record high for the month was 86 degrees, set in 1945. Today the temperature topped in the high 80s. Get out and enjoy the day because tomorrow showers and thunderstorms will be rolling into the area. So skip out early, head by the store and pick up something to barbecue. It's barbecue weather. Well, maybe too hot for that. Time to put the air conditioning on if you have it. Temperatures seem to be cooling off already, and as a matter of fact, near the coast, some places like out on Cape Cod, it's only in the 50s. Why is that? Well, cold water, of course, but you can still see plenty of 80s here. And there you go. Now 89 in Boston for the high for the day. You know, the last record high for today was 70 degrees, so we'll beat that by 19 degrees. The high for the month before this was 86. So that's anything with an asterisk next to it means an all-time record high for the month of March. And at the tail end of the month, that's when you would expect to see it. So temperatures range from 82 now in Boston. It's cooled off. Again, a little influence from the water, of course. 79 in Philadelphia is comfortable. Not too hot yet in most locations. 88, though, in Albany, maybe making you wish you had some air conditioning if you don't. That gets pretty hot. It hasn't been quite as toasty in the south and places like Atlanta because we've had a few of those clouds come in. Nice day for opening day, though, at Turner Field. So if you know somebody out there, I'm sure you're wishing you were with them. 80 in Birmingham. You notice how quickly it cools, though. On the backside of our high pressure, temperatures are actually in the 30s where it's been snowing, as Jim showed you. Salt Lake City, 52. Denver, 47. Cool. Not necessarily cold, but a cool and dry atmosphere here. Warm, moist, all of the dew points going up. Once they get into the 60s and 70s, it actually starts feeling a little uncomfortable, kind of sticky. And that sets us up for some thunderstorms, which we'll have mainly along our front. And once that front swings through, our hot weather will end with a big bang. So here's how it looks Tuesday evening. This evening, Detroit, Toledo, look out. Showers and thunderstorms coming your way. You're more likely to find those strong thunderstorms farther south. Like in Nashville, as Jim had said. Birmingham, we're going to watch it. Already in Mississippi, we've had a number of reports of hail, maybe dime-sized hail. Through the west, it's the heavier rain that we're concerned about, and a lot of snow. Heavy snow warnings have been canceled already in the mountains of Northern California, but in Southern California and the Sierra Nevada, we're talking about snow down to some pretty low elevations. So if you're going up into the mountains, even the lower mountains, expect perhaps to need the snow tires or the chains. Some places chain requirements are in effect. So we have a big snowmaker, cold air in the west. We have a big snowmaker here in Minneapolis. It's coming your way. Meanwhile, in Pennsylvania and in Virginia, where it's so hot today, and you're probably thinking, I think I'll take off tomorrow and get out and enjoy it. Not so fast. Looks like the rain will be there probably by tomorrow. So our precipitation heavy at times, and with both these storms, and still looks very warm through Wednesday after that, Jim. I think we're back on track within a couple of days.
Yeah, we need to be. Have you turned your air conditioner on yet?
No, but I thought about it.
I have. I've had it on for about a week.
Doesn't surprise me. Well, stay tuned. We're going to check traveling conditions coming up next.
Dust bunnies under the chair, dust so thick it's everywhere? You need Static Duster, the cleaning sensation that cuts cleaning time in half. Charge Static Duster on any TV screen. The charge is so powerful, dust and dirt leap onto the wand. Clean, delicate collectibles. Great for louver doors and blinds, grids and grills. Clean the screen under the machine. Great for all your electronics. Static Duster slips into shelves, snakes around corners, dust leaps off plants and silk flowers. Now order Static Duster for only $14.95. But wait, you get a second Static Duster